Face-off taken by the Knights. Rushing up quickly with speed is Cole. Cole has Bayani with him. Put to the Bayani, shooting, score! Gonna flip it high. It's gonna hit the pipe. Gonna hit some piping and have a whistle. Shift C. Hurry pass, try to get that over to Tracy. Went with Bayani, then saved and taken by Hicks. Cole fighting for it. Reed Cole with it. Shooting, save by Sears. Rebound, another save by Jacob Sears, rather. Behind the net, there's a shot, they score! We're getting hounded by two Titans. He's on the ground. Vale behind the net. He's hit by Hicks, and we're going to have it to Harris. Harris back to Tracy. Tracy winding up, putting it back door for Bayani, puts it to the middle, save, loose. Walks up, tries to shoot it, didn't get fanned on it. Now here comes Tracy, one-on-one on Cam Hicks with Curvin with him. Tracy to Curvin, shooting wide of the net. Hicks not going to keep the line. Purple Knights on their 2-on-1. Dag scores! Let's clear the zone. It's shot behind the back of Smith, and we'll go all the way to Hicks, who will play it out for Woods. He's then it's a 4-minute head contact penalty to Harris, and 2-minute roughing for Smith. There's a shot, they score! Bagging for Cormier at the blue line. Cormier shooting, deflected off his skate. There's another shot, Crossman putting it down. Crossman still behind the net. Up to the blue line. Landry shoots, saved and turned away by Soccer. Wrap around. Still with it. Filtering it behind the net, pressured by Obe. Alder out in front. Attempted shot from O'Neal, but poked away. Stick lifted by Tracy, put to the middle. Big. Smith put down to the corner. Battling with Murray. Dagger with Coombs. Behind the net, Hicks trying to put out in front. Loose puck. Save and just over 11 minutes left to go. Warner with his long stick. Trying to win the battle, but ends up going to Coombs. Shot by Vale. Pass that is hit against the boards. Emerging, bringing it out of the zone is O'Neal. O'Neal trying to get past Harris. Taken. Power plays now expired. 5-on-5, clear all the way down. This will not go for icing. Hicks picked up behind that. Smith trying to jam it out in front. Loose puck. Refs is Logan Smith. Really doing a toe drag motion on his backhand. Coombs trying to put that out in front. Save Oliver Hicks for Goulet. He'll lose it. Then go to Coombs. Coombs battling with Goulet. Working to the front. Hicks shooting. Saved on the net. Being hounded by Cam Hicks. Up for Tracy. Tracy to Harris. Harris winds up a slap shot off the pad. Rebound. Shockingly not offside. Alder. Put to the middle. There's a shot to the net. Saved by Sock. A rather quick whistle. Putting behind the net. Puck then put to the side of the net. Behind the net. There's a pass out in front. Blocked. One by Vale. Cleared around the boards. Puck set to the middle. Intercepted. Hicks to the middle. They score! Live stream on the Moncton Sports YouTube channel is still this tournament. It's tomorrow. 5:15. Shot on net. Saved by Sock. Rebound. Beal on his backhand. Now sees it at 5-2, and also intense on the shots on goal as well. Bayani, pass at the middle, intended for Cole. He's taken down. Was in pressuring him, sent around the boards. Gonna be kept in by Bayani. To Tracy. Tracy shooting just above the net. Harris, rather. Pass that up for Tracy as Bayani. Could be a little 2-on-1. Tracy trying to get that to Bayani to skate. Tracy trying to find the cross the way. Finding it in the corner. Trying to go for a Michigan and is blocked. Pass up, potential 1-on-1. Harris defending Painter. Painter gets by, shoots. It's just proceed to pass from Tracy. Bayani putting it to the middle. Max Tracy against two defensemen, cutting to the middle, poked off the trailer. Bayani shooting, save. Shot deflected by the stick of Hicks. There's a shot. Vale trying to shove it in. The skate of Harris. That one's defended well. Harris pass up. Bayani breakaway. Zach Bayani shooting, scores. Makes a nice windmill deep to get by Coombs. Latest goal scorer Bayani through the neutral zone. Stopping, trying to do his windmill deep again, and gets taken away. Tracy pinching. Could be a 2-on-1 for the Titans. O'Neal with Crossman with him. O'Neal to Crossman. Block. Skating around Alder. Puts it back for Harris. He's pressured by Painter. Harris gives over for Painter. Shot on net. Trying to flip it in. He gets past Riley Hicks. Bayani in. Putting it to the middle. Vale shooting. Saved by Face-off taken by the Knights. Rushing up quickly with speed is Cole. Cole has Bayani with him. Put to the Bayani, shooting, score! Gonna flip it high. It's gonna hit the pipe. Gonna hit some piping and have a whistle. Like shift C. Great pass, try to get that over to Tracy. Went there with Bayani, then puts it to Tracy. Tracy with Gillis. Tracy shooting, saved, and taken by Hicks. Cole fighting for it. Reed Cole with it, shooting, saved by Sears. Rebound, another save by. And here we are, about set to get ready for this game, for this high school game on the NBIAA, featuring the Moncton High School Purple Knights and the home Bernice MacNaughton Highlanders. There's been some bad blood between these teams. The last time these two teams played, it was Game 3 last year of the first round of the DNA Swag Cup, where Moncton High took that by a score of 6-2. And in that time, towards the end of the game, Liam Bishop ran over former Moncton High School goalie Isaac LeBlanc Burke, and this is the first time the Knights have played him since. Expect this game out of all high school games to be rough if score gets out of hand. But before, we'll take a quick break for O'Kenna and be back for Puck Drop live on Moncton High Sports, brought to you by MST. And scratch that, no Canada being played. We're going to jump straight into action. Starting in net for both teams. In net for Moncton High's number 29, Ryland Bear. And between the pipes for the Highlanders is number 1, Mason Louie. Quickly breaking out of the zone is Tracy. He sends it along the boards and will go all the way down the ice. This will go for an icing quickly, 12 seconds into this game. And to note, not in the lineup for the Highlanders tonight, defenseman number 9 Caleb Thomas and the forward number 12 Connor Keenan. They are both serving suspensions in a line brawl in their last game, taking on the Rossay Redhawks. That's a pass that goes off the skates of Cole and all the way down the ice. So we'll retry that again. Still on the ice for Moncton High, Obe, Goulet, Bayani, Tracy, and Cole. And on the ice for the Highlanders, McDonald, Mann, Miller, Foster. I believe that's Holston at the blue line. Tracy trying to clear it. Gets by Foster. Could be a 2-on-1 early for the Knights. Bayani and Cole. Bayani fans on his pass. A good defensive play. Alex Holston breaking up a 2-on-1. Will go all the way down the ice. This one's scooped away by a Bear in the crease. Highlanders now in the offensive zone. McDonald puts it behind the net. Puck's rolling slowly into the corner. To be picked up by Vale. He exits his blue line, skates over the center ice dot. Now it's along the right, trying to cut to the middle, being slashed by Foster. He walks in. Good pad save, Mason Louie. Throw him back out in front through the crease. McCluskey intercepts the pass. Going to be flipped out of the backhand by Constable. Owen McCluskey enters the Purple Knight zone. At the ringette line, he's poked off by Harris. Now going back quickly the other way is Curvin. He's cutting to the middle. Gets in the ringette line. Harris getting shoved by McCluskey. Now going back. Pass from Godet to McCluskey. Trying to get in his way was by anyone. McCluskey drop pass. The shot is just over the net. Woods skates out of his zone slowly. Tried to put that over to Gillis, who is in the process of making a line change. Curvin trying to hold it in on the line. It's kicked out. Going to be backhanded in by Reed Cole. Picking up behind his net is Tran. Tran goes around his cage, cuts to the middle in the high slot, and pokes out. It's backhanded on the Purple Knight zone. Flipped out by Annie, knocks it down. Going through center ice, trying to evade Saunders. Walking in the middle, has Rube, shoots just over the net. Rebound, Cole going to try to shove one in, and it was bouncing puck. Foster almost lost it behind his net. In the Bernice MacNaughton corner, Baiani fighting for, but it's going to be taken out by Duguay. Woods going to go up against Duguay. Woods pokes it by him just out of the Moncton high corner. Baiani lays a solid hit early, and we have an injured Highlander. Not getting up. Ref's got to blow the whistle here. Knew this game was going to start off rough. And Baiani will get a penalty for charging as a result, but getting up and making his own way to the bench is Chase Morrison. Thankfully looking all right. We'll go have another look at it. Baiani skating down and just runs him over. Morrison not looking for an oncoming player and gets steamrolled. So Highlanders power play coming. It's going to be backhand behind the net by McCluskey. Harris puts it around the net. McDonald finds it at the hash marks. Sent down for Miller. Back up to the left hash marks from McDonald. McDonald skates up high. Leaves it off for Constable. Constable moving to the face-off circle and goes around the net, being pressured by Obey. McDonald still with it on the other side. Cross ice, McDonald. Back in that same left face-off circle, up to Constable. Up at the blue line, firing. It's blocked, and the rebound goes over the stick of Miller. Miller, who's still back in that corner, sends it up to the high slot to McDonald. He's going to fire one just over the net. Miller looks for a pass option, goes across the ice, over for Mann. Mann loses the puck while dangling, almost brought out by Tracy, back in, odd man rush. Miller over to McDonald, shooting, saved by Hebert. Puck's loose out in front, taking through the legs of Constable. The man, he's going to try a shot. That one again saved by Hebert. Highlanders still with possession. It's out in the corner, back to the blue line, out of the reach of Constable and out of the zone. The score clock has gone. It's back. 45 seconds left to go on the power play. Constable walks in, getting around Curvin, but is quickly poked off. It's going to be chipped against the boards by Woods. Going to be held in at the line by Saunders. McDonald down low. His pass through the middle is taken by Harris. Harris moves out of his own zone, shoots it on Louis. He makes a stick save. Curvin finding in the corner, trying to shove it out in front. Stopped by Saunders. Curvin out in front. Vale trying to deflect that one. It goes right through his legs. Foster on the opposite side. Cuts back around his cage. Stops. Looks for options. Goes to the near boards. Leo Foster, who's still looking for options. Skates it in the zone along the far boards. Around the cage, still looking for options. Power play is over. We're back playing some 5-on-5. Duguay to Chouanier. Back to Duguay. Waiting. Goes cross ice over for Godet. Trying to put that to the middle. Curvin going to leave that one off for Warner. Brandon Warner almost gets sandwiched between two. Goes to his knees, but gets right back up. Foster retrieves possession in his own zone. Through center, into the Moncton High zone. Still with it, shoved off. He's going to fall down and go crashing into the board. Chouanier almost hit by Goulet. Foster sharp angle shot. It's loose. It's right there. It's on the net. They score. What a solo effort. Leo Foster going coast to coast, battling for the puck in the corner, goes out in front, puts it to right in between the post and the pad of Iber and shoving it in. And we're going to have a 1-0 game early in favor of the Highlanders. Highlanders winning the draw. Tran skating around, passes that over to Morrison. Morrison is thankfully okay. Drop that off for Miller. Miller skates into the zone, being pressured by Murray. Tried to send that out in front over to Keenan. And we'll go all the way to the boards for Bayani. Constable finding it right at the red line in center ice and clapping it behind the Purple Knights net. On it is Murray. Turns around, shoots it out of the reach of Obe. Cole leaves it through his legs for Tracy with speed. Sends it to Bayani, who was almost in alone. So with 14:31 to go in the first period, the Highlanders are up by a lead of 1-0, already starting to get a bit rough. Bayani, who we're not used to seeing playing the body, but does quickly in this first period. Foster playing it back for Mann. Mann flips it high into the Purple Knight zone. It's going right to Hebert. Will miss him. Murray rimming it around the boards. Bayani picks it up at the hash marks. It's sent right back in by Miller. Obe tries to hit MacDonald. Trying to take it out as Bayani. MacDonald still with it. Top of the circle. Trying to get it back door. Miller backhander saved by Hebert. Rebound is loose and sent into the corner. Man put it back around the net for MacDonald. He still gets the boards by Tracy. Man, sharp angle shot. Save. The rebound goes up to the ring out line. Holston tries another shot. Another good save by Hebert. Murray trying to put it behind the net. Tracy flowing it high and along the boards. It'll be out of the reach of Holston. Chance for the Purple Knights to make some changes. Foster, around the net. Meeting him is Reed Cole. But Foster, who has the first goal, skates out quickly with speed. Poked by Vale. Highlanders are offside. Miller in the zone. But still a delayed offside. Curvin looked like he was going to go have a chat with him. Take another look at the multiple chances in the front for the Highlanders. They have so far been dominating the game early, other than the Moncton 2-on-1 that occurred early in this game. Not much offense too far to say for the Purple Knights. McCluskey wins the draw, makes the move around. Woods, he shoots, saved in the chest of Rylan Hebert. And there's another close chance for the Highlanders. McCluskey quickly taking it off the draw. Walking in the zone, firing it on Hebert. Just snatches it from Curvin. Harris finds the puck with only one glove. Penalty going to be called against the Highlanders, so Purple Knights will head to the power play. Curvin in the zone and gets whistled down. We're going to have 2 for a slash going. It's Owen McCluskey that will send the Purple Knights to the power play. Trying to get another shot of it here. Comes down like a lumberjack chopping a tree. So Purple Knights win the offensive zone draw. Harris, Tracy, putting it to the middle. Vale couldn't quite get a stick on it. It's iced down along the ice by Miller. Harris stops behind that, leaves it off for Tracy. He'll continue that way along the far boards. Escapes his own zone. Still with it through center. In the offensive zone, making a move and is hit off the puck. Tracy finds it in the near corner. Trying to cut out in front. Backhander. Cole trying to shove it in. Cole with it at the side of the net. Try to send it to the blue line, but that pass is nowhere near Campbell Harris. Got about a minute 20 left on the power play. Man finds the puck in the Moncton High zone and will put it down behind the net. Tracy. Saucer pass over to Bayani. He skates right through the center ice circle. And in offside, Reed Cole just a step ahead. And we'll have a whistle. 12-21 left in the period. Moncton High currently down by a score of 1-0. And already a timeout called for Moncton High. Could be a questionable decision using a timeout this early. Only have, I believe, 1 or 2 per game. Still 1:02 left on the power play. 12:21 left to go in the period. And we'd like to acknowledge 33 currently watching live from home. It's a Thursday night. Moncton High plays the back-to-back games, this time taking on the Highlanders. After a rough game played last night against LJR, Bernice walks in, shoots, saved by Louis. Where's the puck? Finds the puck in his padding. Now we'll go for a whistle, having another look at it here. And Zach Bernice. This guy is a goal scorer. Yesterday, he notched his 4th goal in 4 regular season games. With Moncton High's only goal, this top line have been producing immensely for these Purple Knights and have been a key factor so far in the season. Tracy shooting. That goes off the skate of Constable, and backhanding it out of the zone is Morrison. Harrison, his own defensive zone. Sauce pass up. Bernice and Cole, 2-on-1. Let's try it again. Bernice, Cole scores! And that is how you play a 2-on-1. There's Bernice's first of the season, first assist of the season, and Reed Cole's 2nd goal of the season. And that will tie this game up at 1. This highlight looking very familiar to what happened earlier this game. We saw Bernice and Cole on a 2-on-1 looking identical to that one, with Bernice taking the puck off the near boards. And this time not fanning on his pass, puts a nice dish to Reed Cole, and it's a 1-1 game. Goulet banking it over to Curvin. It goes out of the zone, knocked back in by Miller, blocked by Goulet. Daigle finding the puck in the neutral zone. Is shoved off by Foster. Puck's now behind the net of the Highlanders. Foster stops. Outlet pass to MacDonald. He sauces one over to McCluskey. That's MacDonald rather with the puck, walking his way in. Up to the blue line. Man shooting. Pad saved by Bear. Into the corner. MacDonald trying to throw back out in front. Beal takes it. It's Curvin rather that took the puck, not Beal, and got tripped up by McDonald. So we're going to see another Purple Knights power play. Gillis showing off some nice hands. Goes behind the net, stops, is hit by Foster, and he'll touch up. And we'll have another Purple Knights power play. They're 1-for-1 so far. Only goal coming just minutes ago. Going to be Seth MacDonald. He's going to get 2 for tripping at 10:52. And Moncton High going to head to the power play. Purple Knights bringing up their first power play unit. Tracy, Bernice, Vale, and Harris. Harris to Vale. Drop pass for Tracy, who shoots, stopped off the chest of Louis and sent right back behind his net. Cole passes up to Tracy, who works his way up the blue line. Tracy puts it down behind the net, just out of the reach of Cole. He finds it and goes to the far boards for Bernice. Bernice, who controls the puck. Then sends it to Tracy. Sharp angle shot, pad save, rebound. Where is it? It's going to be kicked out and taken by Saunders out of the zone. Louis so far making tons of crucial and pivotal saves for the Highlanders so far this game. Tracy works out of the zone with speed. He's now into center. Goes across the face-off circle. Goes to Bernice. Bernice in the far face-off circle. Cuts around the corner. Trying to shove it off the puck was Foster. Going behind the net is Cole. Trying to put that in front of Vale. And it could be a 2-1 for the Highlanders going back the other way. Constable with Saunders. Constable in the near boards trying to get that back to Saunders. And blocked off the legs of Harris. Tracy fending off McCluskey. Drops it to Vale. Goes to Bernice. Shooting. Scores! It's going to be Reed Cole that finds it in the front, getting his second of the game with 48 seconds left doing the power play. And it's going to be 2-1 in favor of Moncton High. A great overall rush from the Knights. Tracy got it poked off. It went to Vale, who put one to Cole. Made a move to go to his backhand and made no mistake. It'll be a 2-1 game in the last half of the third. Walking in, Schwanier trying to get a shot off. It's left for, I believe that was Duguay with a shot. Saved by a bear, and we go all the way down the ice. This will not go for icing. Taking his own zone is Foster. Leo Foster up to center. Shooting. That one goes, hits a bear and goes up above the net. Colliding against Daigle was Keenan, and going back the other way. The Highlanders shoot and score! Leo Foster says, whatever you can do, I can do better. He gets his second of the game from what looked like a harmless shot just entering the blue line. Did not look like a bear shot the entire way through, and the Highlanders going to tie it up quickly. Just looked like a dump in, but regardless, the Highlanders will now tie it up quickly. Man throws it around the net. It finds the opposite corner. MacDonald going up against Woods. Vale, he hits man. Loses his stick, rimmed around the boards. Gillis trying to be the first one there. Gets it by Tran. Passes it through Miller. Over to Curvin. Curvin firing. Saved by Louis. He finds the rebound, tries to put it behind him. And Louis rejects him of any opportunity of that. No, man finds the outlet pass from Gudet. Man trying to get past Harris. Harris successfully pokes him off and lifts his stick. Harris, one touch pass from Curvin to Vale through the middle. Vale is poked off. It almost went to Curvin. Now going back the other way with speed. MacDonald, pass over to Miller. Miller steps in slowly. No pressure. He's going to shoot. Saved by a bear. There's a Purple Knight falling behind the net, looking like losing an edge was George Vale. Teammates probably going to have a laugh at that. Here's the Purple Knight's chance. Curvin fires the shot. Louis makes the save, and Curvin tries to tuck it behind him. Louis says absolutely not. Bayani passes that through the legs of Cole. He's going to find it against the boards, trying to pass that to Bayani backdoor out of his reach. It bounces off the corner to McCluskey, who takes it back to the corner. Owen McCluskey, he's going to flip that off the boards. It's going to get out of the zone, but going to be retrieved by Bayani. Puts it to the middle for Cole. Moves his way up the left side, stopping, putting it to Tracy behind the net. Being pressured by Foster. Tracy moves up along the blue line, stops, gives it to Obe. Him trying to put it on net is stopped by Foster. He worked out of the zone slowly. In center ice he is, makes a move around Tracy. Foster shooting off the crossbar. Bayani, pass to the middle, trying to get to Cole, and this will go for icing. Leo Foster so far being an X factor for the Highlanders, has 2 goals. And was about inches of getting his hat trick in the first period. Seems like just getting shots on net will be the key this game. It's happened for Foster's second goal. And there's a Cole pass by Annie, trying to get by Constable. Shoves him off the puck. Flips it into the center ice, over for McCluskey. McCluskey up the far board, stops, gets poked by Goulet. Goulet swoops it away over to the center. Walking in Constable, trying to shoot it. It's off the leg of Obe, and trying to receive that backdoor with Saunders. Going back the other way, Curvin. He passes it over to Cole. There's a shot to the middle. Curvin finally gets the boards. Gets hit by Saunders. Saunders finds it in between his legs. Pass to the middle, McCluskey. Going towards the near boards. Going to rim around, going behind the net. At the hash marks, going to pick it up as Goulet. Stops, forgot something, and passes it up to Curvin. Center ice. Tries to make a spin move. McKeenan taking the puck off of him. Permanently trying to force it into the zone, but it's going to be Foster finding his own defensive zone. Saucer pass blocked by Vale. Bouncing puck. He's going to backhand it. Trying to get that one over to Schwanier. Vale being pressured by Holston. Drop pass, but right behind it was Morrison, so the Highlanders are going to take possession. Schwanier Trying to get by Harris. Harris pokes it up against the boards, then tries to lay the body. Chouanier still with it for the moment, still has possession, throws into the middle, and be taken by Curvin and flipped out of the zone. Constable, Holston back to Constable in the neutral zone. Skates towards the middle, then backhanded it in, taken by Goulet. They play that off for Warner right next to the timekeeper's box. Constable, cross ice for Tran. Banking it off the boards, goes into the Purple Knights defensive zone for Harris. Spins around, successfully evades a forward checker to pass that up to Beal. Beal into the zone. He's poked off. He had about 3 Highlanders on him, looking like a Chouanier. Tran trying to make a nice move. Ends up going to, I believe that's Woods in the defensive zone. Obe pass in the middle. The Highlanders coming in. Miller's lost his glove off a hit from Brennan Murray, stopping what definitely would have been a breakaway. And the Purple Knights will not ice it. Tran will have to go back, stopping behind his net, being pressured by Brandon Warner. Now being pinned up against the boards. Tran pinning up Warner. MacDonald throws it over into the corner. Tracy to the middle, one-timer. Cole blocked and deflected into the corner. Constable trying to flip that out of the zone. It's a bouncing puck through the legs of Tracy. Miller trying to hit him was Bianni. Bianni took him down. Not going to be a call on it, however. Puck slip high up into the zone. Tracy trying to find it. Man, sharp angle shot saved by a Bear, and the net's knocked off. We're approaching the end of the first period. We are all tied up at 2 thus far here in first period play. Wood's going to chuck it around the boards. Harris going to find it at the ringette line. He passes to the middle. Tracy walking in, but offside is Zach Bianni. Tracy showing his frustration and going to fire it against the glass. So face-off will go outside the zone. And the Highlanders' last regular season game they played was against the Riverview High Royals, where they took a 5-3 victory. It was Bishop, Miller, and Thomas. Their names showing up a lot on the score sheet. Now walking in here is Miller. Leaves it off for Mann. Trying to get that back for MacDonald, but it's blocked off the skates of Woods. Purple Knights trying to clear the zone. That backhander is picked off by Miller. Miller's trying to get by Bianni. Looking like it could have been a knee on knee. Heard someone from the bench scream that all the way over here. Tracy steps in slowly. Drop pass for Cole. Firing on net. It's blocked and sent over to the corner. Man. And ref blows the whistle. And we have an injured Highlander against the boards. Our camera didn't have an angle to. Thought the net could have been knocked off. Highlanders desperately wanted a whistle. And Foster is attending to his teammates. Still don't know who it is. Coaches are out helping him. Ben Constable there as well. And it looks to be Draven Miller who is getting up with aid from his teammates Constable and Foster, favoring that left leg. And he will go to the dressing room. We will hopefully see him return this game. But as of right now, it does not look good. A Highlander coach suggesting to the ref to watch the replay. Looked like it could have been considered a knee on knee, but not called at the time. And no video review in high school hockey. We cleared in the zone. Curvin Up to the blue line, Obey. It ain't going to get to him. McCluskey works his way out of the zone while being poke checked by Obey. Vale to Curvin. Works into the zone. Vale shooting. It's deflected high. And will hit the seats. 3:48. And at 3:48 in the first period, still all tied up at 2. It's been a very thrilling game thus far. Two teams that were expected to have a close result. It's starting off hot. Constable in along the left boards, moving his way around Obey, still with it, has done a full lap, then crosses over to Godet. Godet waits, shoots, blocked off the stick of Curvin, will go into the right corner. The two number 11s going up to hit each other, Gillis and Saunders. Behind the net, Vale, hit by Saunders, lays a nice reverse hit. Vale stays locked on his feet. Gillis into the zone, and Curvin offside, and he knew it. Puck will come outside into the neutral zone. Face-off will go next to the Highlander bench. Highlanders cleanly win the draw. That's Chouanier scooping it all the way back into his zone. Foster finds it behind the net. Wants prepared to do a coast-to-coast, but is quickly hounded by Daigle and Warner. Murray passes that up. Harris going to try to leave that off for Beal. Out of his reach, Holston. Harris barely going to hold the line. Puck was on the blue line, skated in himself. Holston finding a loose puck behind the net. Runs it all the way around. That'll go to Murray, who reverses Thomas Keenan. Murray goes down. Puck's loose in the center ice. Holston battling with Daigle. Daigle puts back over to his blue line. That was for Beal. Warner back to his defense. Murray will go to the far boards for Harris. He'll sauce that all the way through the neutral zone. It'll hit Foster and go into the corner. Foster from the near corner goes behind his net. Merges his way to the far corner. His pass is not his target. Was kept in by Cole. Holston trying to shove it through by Annie. Foster finds the puck in the middle of his own zone. Going to be flipped out by Morrison. Woods going to cross ice that for Biney. He'll make it past Holston. Biney still with possession of the puck before he's poked off by MacDonald. Was very successful at forechecking. Foster behind his net. Biney attempted to pin him up. He slid right through him. Man makes a pass. Obey trying to get into the zone. Loose puck. It's in his feet. Dropped off. Duguay. Flipped to man behind his net. We'll go back to Duguay in the corner. He'll look out front, but be hit by Tracy. Man still with possession. Up at the blue line. Cuts in. Now trying to cut around Cole. In the far corner. Man out in front. The shot. Duguay hits the post. It goes to the net. Hebert lays that off for Tracy. Just over a minute left to go. Purple Lights, another defensive zone turnover. Can't be doing that. Foster finds it in center. Clears it behind the net. Obey finds the puck in the opposite corner. Flips it up against the boards, but the pinching defenseman, Leo Foster, comes up in. Shooting save by Hebert. Again, really close to his hat trick here in the first period. He's only got 55 seconds left to do it. It's Foster that makes a nice heads-up play, sees the puck floating wide open in center ice. Wasn't going to wait for it to go to him. He was going to go up and just step into a shot. Gillis trying to cut to the middle. Fired it just left of the net. Gillis going to find his own rebound up against the boards. Put that in the skates of Godet. Constable out of his own zone to Saunders. Saunders fires, blocked by Goulet. Another shot gloved by a bear at 31.4. Again, another rush by the Highlanders. They've all looked pretty similar. They walk into about the ringette line and take a shot. And so far, a bear, he's been almost perfect, smothering these rebounds. but just a couple times letting one through. McCluskey flips it high into the zone, into the feet of Harris. He'll go and poke it by Gadet. Up by Annie, trying to put that off to Cole. Cole gets by Constable, trying to get in all alone. Spinorama pass. McCluskey, a great tie-up on Bayani. What about a shot right in the slot? Now less than 5 seconds. McCluskey throws it behind his net. Harris, seeing he's got time, has to shoot it quickly. Puts it to the front. Between the legs, Tracy. And that one went behind the net. It looked like it could have gone in. Would have been after the buzzer. Regardless, we'll take a quick look at the events that quickly ended the first period. Tracy finds it between his legs and just puts it behind the net. May have been caught behind the net. And that is going to end the first period between the Highlanders and the Purple Knights. Stay tuned, 10-minute intermission, and then we'll see second period of action. It's 2-2 after the first period on Moncton High Sports, brought to you by MST. He's trying to clear it. Gets by Foster. Could be a 2-on-1 early for the Knights. Bayani and Cole. Bayani fans on his pass. Blue line. Skates over the center ice dot. Now he's along the right. Trying to cut to the middle. Being slashed by Foster. He walks in. Good pass. Just getting shoved by McCluskey. Now going back. Pass from Gadet to McCluskey. Trying to get in his way was Bayani. McCluskey drop pass. The shot is just over the net. Woods going to go up against Duguay. Woods pokes it by him just out of the Moncton High corner. Bayani lays up solid dangling, almost brought out by Tracy. Back in, odd man rush. Miller over to MacDonald. Shooting, saved by Bear. Puck's loose out in front. Taking through the legs of Constable. The man, he's going to try a shot. That one again saved by Bear. Down and go crashing into the board. Chouanier almost hit by Goulet. Foster sharp angle shot. It's loose. It's right there. It's on the net. Bay tries to hit MacDonald, trying to take it out as Bayani. MacDonald still with it. Top of the circle, trying to get it back door. Miller, backhander, saved by Bear for MacDonald. He still gets the boards by Tracy. Man, sharp angle shot, save. The rebound goes up to the ringette line. Holston tries another shot. That occurred early in this game. Not much offense too far to say for the Purple Knights. McCluskey wins the draw, makes the Knights move around. Woods, he shoots. Snatches it from Curvin. Harris finds the puck with only one glove. Penalty going to be called against the Highlanders. Behind that, leaves it off for Tracy. He'll continue that way along the far boards. Escapes his own zone. Still with it through center. In the offensive zone, making a move. And it's after a rough game played last night against LJR. Bayani walks in, shoots, saved by Louis. Where's the puck? Defensive zone, sauce pass up. Bayani and Cole, 2-on-1. Let's try it again. Bayani, Cole scores. He sauces one over to McCluskey. That's MacDonald rather with the puck, walking his way in. Up to the blue line, man shooting. Pad save by Bear. Into the corner, MacDonald trying to throw it back out in front. Beal takes it. It's Curvin rather that sends it to Tracy. Sharp angle shot, pad save, rebound. Where is it? It's going to be kicked out and taken by Saunders out of the zone. Trying to put that in front of Vale. And it could be a 2-on for the Highlanders going back the other way. Constable with Saunders. Constable in the near board trying to get that back to Saunders. And blocked off the legs of Harris. Tracy fending off McCluskey. Drops it to Vale. Goes to Bayani. Shooting. Score! Half of the third. Walking in. Chouanier trying to get a shot off. It's left for, I believe that was Duguay with a shot. Colliding against Dagwell was Keenan, and going back the other way. The Highlanders shoot, score! Through Miller, over to Curvin. Curvin firing, saved by Louis. He finds the rebound, tries to put it behind. On net is stopped by Foster. He works out of the zone slowly. In center, Ices makes a move around Tracy. Foster shooting off the cross. Ends up going to, I believe that's Woods in the defensive zone. Obe pass in the middle. The Highlanders coming in. Miller's lost his, pinning up Warner. MacDonald throws it over in the corner. Tracy to the middle, one-timer. Cole block. The two number 11s going up to hit each other. Gillis and Saunders. Behind the net, Vale. Hit by Saunders. Up at the blue line. Cuts in. Now trying to cut around Cole in the far corner. Man out in front. The shot, Duguay corner. Flips it up against the boards, but the pinching defenseman, Leo Foster, comes up in. Shooting, saved by a bear. And in the skates of Godet. Constable out of his own zone to Saunders. Saunders fires, blocked by Goulet. Another shot, gloved. Seeing he's got time, has to shoot it quickly, puts it to the front. Between the legs, Tracy. He's trying to clear it. Gets by Foster. Could be a 2-on-1 early for the Knights. Bianni and Cole. Bianni fans on his pass. Blue line. Skates over the center ice dot. Now it's along the right. Trying to cut to the middle. Being slashed by Foster. He walks in. Good pass. Getting shoved by McCluskey. Now going back. Pass from Godet to McCluskey. Trying to get in his way with Bianni. McCluskey drop pass. The shot is just over the net. Woods going to go up against Duguay. Woods pokes it by him just out of the Moncton high corner. Bianni lays up solid, dangling, almost brought out by Tracy. Back in, odd man rush. Miller over to MacDonald. Shooting, saved by a bear. Puck's loose out in front. Taking through the legs of Constable. The man, he's going to try a shot. That one again saved by a bear. Down and go crashing into the board. Chouanier almost hit by Goulet. Foster sharp angle shot. It's loose. It's right there. It's on the net. Bay tries to hit MacDonald. Trying to take it out as Bianni. MacDonald still with it. Top of the circle. Trying to get it back door. Miller backhander saved by a bear for MacDonald. He still gets the board by Tracy. Man, sharp angle shot. Save. The rebound goes up to the ring out line. Holston tries another shot. That occurred early in this game. Not much offense too far to say for the Purple Knights. McCluskey wins the draw. Makes the Knights move around. Woods, he shoots. Snatches it from Curvin. Harris finds the puck with only one glove. Penalty going to be called against the Highlanders. Behind that, leaves it off for Tracy. He'll continue that way along the far boards. Escapes his own zone. Still with it through center. Into the offensive zone, making a move and is hit. After a rough game played last night against LJR, Bianni walks in. Shoots, saved by Louis. Where's the puck? Defensive zone. Sauce pass up. Bianni and Cole. 2-on-1. Let's try it again. Bianni, Cole scores. He sauces one over to McCluskey. That's MacDonald rather with the puck walking his way in. Up to the blue line. Man shooting. Pad saved by a bear. Into the corner. MacDonald trying to throw back out in front. Beal takes it. It's Curvin rather that sends it to Tracy. Sharp angle shot. Pad save. Rebound. Where is it? It's going to be kicked out and taken by Saunders out of the zone. Trying to put that in front of Vale. It could be a 2-on for the Highlanders going back the other way. Constable with Saunders. Constable in the near board trying to get that back to Saunders. And blocked off the legs of Harris. Tracy fending off McCluskey. Drops it to Vale. Goes to Bianni. Shooting. Score! Half of the third. Walking in. Chouanier trying to get a shot off. It's left for, I believe that was Duguay with a shot. Colliding against Daigle was Keenan. And going back the other way. The Highlanders shoot and score! Through Miller. Over to Curvin. Curvin firing. Saved by Louis. He finds the rebound. Tries to put it behind. On net is stopped by Foster. He worked out of the zone slowly. In center ice he is. Makes a move around Tracy. Foster shooting off the cross. Ends up going to, I believe that's Woods in the defensive zone. Obe pass in the middle. The Highlanders coming in. Miller's lost his. Pinning up Warner. MacDonald throws it over in the corner. Tracy to the middle. One-timer. Cole. Block. The two number 11s going up to hit each other. Gillis and Saunders. Behind the net, Vale. Hit by Saunders. Up at the blue line. Cuts in. Now trying to cut around Cole. In the far corner. Man out in front. The shot. Duguay hit corner. Flips it up against the boards, but the pinching defenseman, Leo Foster, comes up in. Shooting, saved by a bear. And in the skates of Godet. Constable out of his own zone to Saunders. Saunders fires, blocked by Goulet. Another shot, gloved. Seeing he's got time, has to shoot it quickly, puts it to the front. Between the legs, Tracy. He's trying to clear it. Gets by Foster. Could be a 2-on-1 early for the Knights. Baiani and Cole. Baiani fans on his pass. Blue line. Skates over the center ice dot. Now it's along the right. Trying to cut to the middle. Being slashed by Foster. He walks in. Good pass. Getting shoved by McCluskey. Now going back. Pass from Godet to McCluskey. Trying to get in his way was Baiani. McCluskey drop pass. The shot is just over the net. Woods going to go up against Duguay. Woods pokes it by him just out of the Moncton high corner. Baiani lays up solid. Dangling, almost brought out by Tracy. Back in. Odd man rush. Miller over to MacDonald. Shooting, saved by Hebert. Puck's loose out in front. Taking through the legs of Constable. The man, he's going to try a shot. That one again saved by Hebert. Down and go crashing into the board. Chouanier almost hit by Goulet. Foster sharp angle shot. It's loose. It's right there. It's on the net. Tries to hit MacDonald. Trying to take it out as Baiani. MacDonald still with it. Top of the circle. Trying to get it back door. Miller backhander saved by Hebert. For MacDonald. He still gets the boards by Tracy. Man, sharp angle shot. Save. The rebound goes up to the ringette line. Holston tries another shot. That occurred early in this game. Not much offense too far to say for the Purple Knights. McCluskey wins the draw. Makes the move around. Woods, he shoots. Snatches it from Curvin. Harris finds the puck with only one glove. Penalty going to be called against the High-Ups. Behind that, it leaves it off for Tracy. He'll continue that way along the far boards. Escapes his own zone. Still with it through center. Into the offensive zone. Making a move and is hit. And back for the second period. Moncton High skating from right to left. Bernice MacNaughton the other way. There's a shot pad saved by Hebert and kicked away into the corner. Saunders over to McCluskey. Sent down in the middle. It's Saunders still with it. Firing just wide of the net. Rebound still behind the net. Duguay with McCluskey. It's in the back of the net. And going to have a whistle as players were chopping at it. Just under 30 seconds played in the second period. Offensive zone face-off for the Highlanders. Woods kicks it around the boards. Baiani stops in his own zone. Goes through the face-off circle. Cuts up the middle and passes to Tracy. Tracy skates the other way, doing crossovers, gaining speed to the neutral zone. This one will be another offside against Moncton High. So far having troubles with staying onside. For the Highlanders on the ice, it's Holston, Foster, Miller, who is thankfully okay, Mann, and MacDonald. On the ice for Moncton High, it's Cole, Tracy, Baiani, Harrison, Woods. Foster sending it along the boards in the middle. Tracy going to leave that off for Harris. Harris tries to thread the needle and go to the middle for Baiani. Slid off his stick for Holston. Trying to put that out in the middle was Woods. Back in the defensive zone is Harris, hovering along his own blue line and passing it off to Cole, who tips it into the Bernice MacNaughton zone. Into the corner, it's Foster. Hops off his stick, attempting to pickpocket him as Bianni and trying to pin him up against the boards. Foster losing the puck. Cole, backhander, pad save, rebound is poked towards the net but blocked away. Harris finds it at the blue line. He's going to try a shot, blocked by the glove of Foster. Holston going to send it around the boards, out of the reach of man. Harris backdoor one-timer, scores! And that's number 5 for Zach Bianni on the season, with Harris with great vision being displayed here at the blue line. Instead of just firing a shot, he sees Zach Bianni wide open backdoor and makes zero mistakes made on a perfectly constructed one-timer, and that brings the Purple Knights lead 3-2. Constable off the face-off and goes behind the net, kicks it to his stick. He's being pressured heavily by Curvin. Now bringing it out of the zone is Schwanier. Going through center, cutting up the left. Obe trying to lift his stick. Hit along the boards. Curvin can't quite get it out. Going to be kept in. Cross ice Tran fakes a one-timer. Grabs it and backhands it down to Schwanier. Schwanier almost hit up high by Obe, but gets reversed. Gillis going to deflect it out. This will go all the way down the ice and will be an icing coming up against Moncton High. Face off will go to the left of Iber. One cleaned by Schwanier. Tran going to rim it along the boards. It's going to go beyond the back of the net. Picking it up was Keenan, trying to throw it out to the front. Vale gathering up with speed, trying to throw it to Curvin, missed. And another icing coming against Moncton High. A lot of offsides and icings coming against Moncton High, and they're losing possession of the puck frequently. Face off, taken by Vale on Godet, but put behind the net. Saunders first one there. Carson Saunders back with the puck from the pass. He gets taken down, and that's going to be a penalty coming against Moncton High. And touching it up there is Ryan Gillis. And we're going to have a Highlander power play coming up 7:16. Going to the box is George Vale. He'll get 2 for a trip, 7:16 here in the second. Just extends his stick, trying to poke off the puck and gets his legs. Just unfortunate timing. Tracy puts it in the corner off the one draw. Goulet put to the blue line. Foster sent back on the boards. Miller skates up, leaves it off for Foster. Foster stops, pivots, up at the blue line, sent down. Godet trying to get back to Foster, went in between the legs of Cole. Foster sends one, glove save by a Bear. So Foster with both the goals for Bernice MacNaughton thus far. The Moncton High goals, first 2 coming from Reed Cole, the latest one coming from Bianni. Foster there, couldn't quite hold the line, will go all the way back into the zone. Cole going to be the first one on it, going to beat out Carson Saunders on his backhand. Skates up high, and will send it all the way back for Harris. Cross ices, one into the middle for Bianni. Foster gathers in his own defensive zone. Skates back, sees Saunders. Saunders, that pass off the skates of Godet will now be deflected back for Foster. Foster steps into the zone, fakes going back, almost loses the puck and reverses Braden Daigle. And puck will be cleared all the way down for Louis. Bianni coming up with quick shot. That will just miss wide of the left post. He was in a foot race with Saunders, who was nearing the end of his shift. McDonald leaves it off for Mann at the blue line. Mann steps in. Still in, going behind the net. McDonald out in front, and Saunders going to get a stick on it. McDonald's going to have to rush back. but Constable, he'll take possession. Put one over for Miller. Dangles by Biani. Miller still with it, being chased by Daigle. Miller into the zone. Daigle almost lifts his stick, sends it to Constable. Constable unloads and shoots into the glove of a Bear. Just 22 seconds still to go on the George Vale tripping call. Face off now to a Bears right. One by Tracy, and will be iced all the way down by Easton Woods. Into the corner, it's Cole. He's battling there with Constable. Cleared around the boards, over for Mann. He'll play that one off to McCluskey. McCluskey stops along the ring out line. His pass is intercepted by Cole. Could be a 2-on-1. He sends it behind Tracy. He'll gather it off after it hits the boards. Tracy trying to put it to Cole. His shot could get it, now puts it into the pads of Louis, and he almost backs into his own net. That puck will be cleared off the boards. Almost taken by Miller. Will go all the way down the ice. The Bear not touching up. And penalty now over for Bernice MacNaughton. And we'll play a 5-on-5, 15-16. Left in the second stanza of the game. Purple Knights up by a score of 3-2. And to take the draw is Daigle. Not going to win it. Constable trying to make a stretch pass to Miller. This is successful. Going one-on-one against Woods. Cuts to the middle. What a move. Draven Miller shooting, scores! Highlight reel goal. Draven Miller receives the stretch pass from Ben Constable. Was going one-on-one against Woods. Both skating at the same pace. Makes a nice little loose puck D going to the middle. Fakes going to his backhand and snipes it on his forehand, tying this game up at 3-3. Face-off to be taken by Bernice MacNaughton. Foster steps in, shoots wide of the net. This one will be kept in by Holston. Cleared around the net. It's going to go about up to the hash marks. Morrison puts it towards the net. Sticked away by a Bear. Warner finding on his backhand. He chips it by McDonald. He gives him an extra shove. Multiple players go flying. Beal skates back, leaves it off for Murray, who puts it to Warner. Deflects it into the zone. Keenan finding it in the corner. Rims around the boards, and for Foster, loose puck taken by Vale. Tried to make a toe drag release, goes to Beal, who's playing high at the blue line. Cleared around the net, out of the reach of both Holston and Warner. Vale finding the corner, trying to cut out in front with a shot, and it goes through the crease. Beal gonna find it in the corner. He was going up against Morrison. Murray shooting, deflected by Vale and into the net. The two 18s stepping into the face-off dot. Gaudette and Vale. Going to be won by Aiden Gaudette. Constable skates back. Skates out of the ring-out line and into center. Constable trying to cut the center. Trying to poke him off with Goulet. Bear going to stick one out over for Gillis. He'll rim it around the boards behind the net. Goulet flips it out. Out of the reach of Tran. We'll go all the way down to the Highlanders zone. Finding at his own hash marks is Brian Tran. Skates around the net. Puts on his brakes. Waits. Stands still. Has his head up and passes one to Gaudette. Gaudette trying to get that to the middle, out of the reach of Saunders. McCluskey going up against Goulet, the 221s. McCluskey puts on his brace. Goulet applying a stick check and takes it out of his own zone. Goulet that pass out of the reach of Gillis and Tran, and another icing being charged against the Purple Knights. Face off one, shot just missing the net. But in front, it just goes over the stick of Seth MacDonald. Would have had a slot backdoor shot. Curvin moving his way to the middle, is taken down. It goes into the corner by Mann. Mann puts one right in front of MacDonald, but he's poked off by Vale. It was back to Mann. Skates in the offensive zone. Mann trying to go through the legs of Harris. Now in the corner. A weak backhand pass and get anywhere. Miller intercepts a pass, a shot, save, and the rebound's in the slot. It's covered by Rylan Abair. Highlanders applying pressure, getting multiple chances. Had thought one of them would end up in a goal. There's Miller with a shot from just outside the face-off circle and digging loose for the rebound. Foster shooting, blocked off the skates of Cole. Going to be kept in by Holston at the ringette line, trying to fire one on net. It's deflected by Seth MacDonald. Again, face-off going to go to a Bears right. Holston just puts it back behind the net. Woods going to clear it out of the reach of Harris. Going to be taken by MacDonald. MacDonald being sticked by Cole. Holston steps in, shoots, blocked by Woods. Going to have another try to sharp angle. And a Bear going to use his stick. Tracy going to clear it off the boards for an icing. And again, another icing from the Knights. They need a change right now, but will be forced to stay on. Another defensive zone faceoff. Schwanier going against Tracy. Morrison going to put it behind the net. Woods sent along the boards. Constable not going to pinch, so this will get out of the zone. No, walking out was Bayani. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Going back in is Edward Schwanier. Steps in, stops to the middle, just behind Morrison. Tran steps in, goes behind the net. Schwanier back to the blue line. That one could not be caught by Constable, and going all the way back down to the other end is the Highlanders. Louis going to leave that one off over for Constable. It's pressured by Bayani. Here's a spinorama to evade him and goes the other way. Tran having trouble receiving a pass. It's still at the Bernice MacNaughton blue line. Tran backs up a little bit and then puts it over to the middle. Harris stepping in, being pressured, shooting, saved by Louis. Teal on the boards. There's Harris steamrolling. Tran in open ice. Warner trying a shot, blocked by Schwanier. Morrison over. That one's over to Duguay. To the middle. Schwanier stepping in, firing, just missing the net. Not by much, that one. Highlanders making a change and just getting on the ice is Holston. He couldn't keep Beal from getting the puck. Beal fires, scores! And Purple Knights regain the lead once more. This time it's not the top line getting their fourth goal in a row. It's Alex Beal taking the puck from Holston, who was just getting off the bench, stepping into the face-off circle and sniping one by Mason Louis, making this a 4-3 lead for the Moncton High School Purple Knights. Gaudette flips it into the zone. It's going to go behind the net. Saunders going to beat out Murray, backhanding that out in front. It's loose between a couple feet. Murray clearing that along the boards, out of the reach of Gill. Is going to be kept in by Foster. Behind that is McCluskey. Works out to about the ringette line. Still with it. Nice move. Pass over to Holston. Being pressured by Curvin. His pass hits a stick. Will not go out of play. It's kept in behind the net. Saunders being almost pinned up against the boards by Obey. It's cleared in by McCluskey. Obey clearing it hard against the boards, but being kept in by Holston. Saunders. So that's Gaudette rather being hit up by Obey. Going to try to scoop it out. Blocked in by Holston. Gaudette firing just wide of the net. Rebound Saunders and couldn't quite get a stick on it. It was poked away by Murray. Saunders making his way up to the blue line, then puts it behind the net for McCluskey. Backhand out in front, taken by Curvin. Curvin, after he intercepted the pass, still with it, tries to put up to Gillis, but just way out of his reach. Foster finds the misplaced pass, gets by Murray, that is bodied off by Curvin. McCluskey behind the net, being shoved up. Obey and Vale. Obey trying to clear it out. That hits Curvin. His own teammate will go all the way down the ice. Not going to hit the net, and another icing going to be charged against Moncton High. 9:38 left to go in the second period. It's been a back-and-forth game so far. There's only been 1-goal leads. Bernice MacNaughton, they started with a 1-0 lead. Then 2 goals for Moncton High. They evened it at 2-2. Moncton High made it 3-2. Bernice MacNaughton tied it. And Moncton High notched another goal thanks to Alex Beal. So it is still a 4-3 game here in the last half of the second period. Around the net, be taken by Murray. He chops that one over to Gillis. Gillis going to be hit by Mann, but it ends up in the Bernice MacNaughton zone. Mann stops, loses the puck. It'll go into the corner. He'll retrieve it once more, then be hit by Gillis. Stumbles to his feet. McDonald trying to put it back to him. Tracy almost with possession. Now gets it back after he gloved it down. Tracy to the middle, shooting off the mask of Louis. Tracy behind the net. Biani leaves it up for Cole. Cole works it out into the near corner. Pass out in front. Biani shot, scores! And there's Zach Biani double dipping, taking his second of the game, making it 5-3 Moncton High School. Just after saying the largest lead has been a score of 1. Zach Biani with his second is going to make it 5-3, and a timeout taken by the Highlanders. We go back for a face-off at center ice. Less than 9 minutes to go. Purple Knights up by a score of 5-3. Tracy wins the draw. Goulet trying to put that to Cole. He eventually gets it, steps in the zone, looks for a pass, goes back door. The shot is just missing the net from Zach Biani. Flipped up against the boards. Mann tries to dump it in, and it goes to Goulet. His pass is deflected by Seth McDonald. Go behind the net. Tran, he gets hit big behind that by Biani. Cole in front. The shot, score! It's Max Tracy getting in on the goal scorer and making it 6-3. Getting his first goal of the game. Definitely not his first assist. Tran is hit big behind the boards by Biani, giving up the puck. Cole finds it and lays a one-timer pass to Tracy and fires it into the back of the net. Face-off taken by the Moncton High School Purple Knights. Obey off the boards for Gillis. He's going to play it perfectly behind the net. Holston, poke check by Vale. Now pins the puck up against the boards while being pressured by Holston. In there as well as Keenan. Trying to put it out in front. Flipping it out of the zone is Foster. This one will not go for icing. Chasing it down here is Woods. Banks it off the boards. Getting out of the zone is Gillis. Foster recovers possession. Tries to put it to Duguay. He tips it into the zone. No icing. Woods going to rim it around for Curvin. Curvin with limited possession of the puck, puts it against the boards. Vale walking in, past Holston, but poked off. He'll get into the corner. Out in front, Gillis. His backhand one-timer attempt just missing the net. So close to getting his first. Keenan losing the puck in center ice. Right up against his boards. He puts it into the zone for Woods. He sees Gillis putting it to the middle. That one's intercepted by Constable, having to wait for Godet to get back onside. Constable firing wide of the net. Keeping it in. Here's Foster in the near boards. His shot deflected by Keenan. Hits the top of the glass and stays in play. McCluskey at the far hash marks. Moving in. Shot off some skates. Rebound. Keenan saved by a bear. Gillis diving in to help his goaltender. Going to be flipped along the boards. Foster. He's going to try a shot. Blocked. Keenan with another rebound. Another pad save from a bear. Purple Knight's going to try to clear again. Daggle's hit big and he's down. There's a shot saved and the rebound's cleared out. Daggle is getting up. Whistle here, so he'll have a chance to get to the bench. Looks just shaken up after a big collision. Going to make his way to the bench. Doesn't look too serious that I can tell. Making his way to the bench all by himself. Favoring that right leg. Looking like it's something wrong. It is lower body on the left. We got under 7 minutes to go. Purple Knights up by 3 goals. It's 6-3. Puck's banked off the board. It's going to be held in by Tran. Obe sends one cross ice to Murray. Murray flips it into center ice. It's kicked by Constable. Back to Murray. Sent back to Vale. Vale trying to get a shot off. He's poked by Constable. Showing off a great display of back checking and will be cleared all the way down. A Bear's not going to elect to touch it. And an icing coming against Bernice MacNaughton. We'd like to appreciate there's 45 currently watching live from home on this Thursday night. Between what looks like a rivalry game between the Knights and the Highlanders, there's a shot that's going to miss the net. Picking up is Beal. Puts it down for Gillis. Trying to scoop it back up, goes to the blue line. Harris has some time, tries to make it dangle, but is poke checked off by McCluskey. One-on-one against Murray. McCluskey shooting, glove saved by a Bear. Warner going to find the puck along the ring out line, send it out to center ice. Godet backhands it in. None of his teammates there. Harris going to chuck it into the neutral zone. Warner firing. Not going to hit the net. Puck static behind the net. Tran scoops it around McCluskey and then pick it up at the ringette line, but leave it off for Saunders rather. Saunders going to flip it in. A Bear. He's going to stick it into the corner. Constable over for Saunders. Trying to put that up to the blue line. Was pressured. We go to Tran. He'll skate out to about the red line. Cross ice that to McDonald. He put that to Constable. Now trying to put it into Saunders. Tracy over to Murray. Pass to Bayani. Bayani in against Tran. Tran successfully poke checks them off. Some slamming of bench doors. Cannot tell by who. Foster sent off the boards. Harris going to pick it up. Now he has to evade Miller. He'll fire it along the boards where no Highlanders are present. Bayani will leave that off for Cole, who enters the zone. He gets poked off by Foster. Loose puck. Murray going to backhand it into the zone. Holston. That passes up for McDonald. McDonald skates in with speed. Leaves it off for Mann. Shooting. Blocker saved by a Bear and deflects up and out of play. A great rush and another attempt by the Highlanders. They look like, so far, have been playing really good as of late, as of giving up 3 unanswered goals. But they are determined and desperate to get this next goal. Curvin stepping in, couldn't get by Foster. Foster stops, looks out for Curvin, then passes up to Mann. Mann, who picked it up at about the ring-out line, is in the center. Trying to push Goulet up against the boards at the Moncton High blue line. Goulet skates around the net, being pressured by McDonald. Reverses him as he enters the corner. And Curvin will pick it up, heading up to about the ring-out line. Vale receives a pass in his skate. Shot. Gillis going to have a rebound. He's going to miss it wide. Hash marks. Curvin trying to put it up to the blue line. Miller trying to scoop it out. Vale with possession, but out of the zone. His pass hits off of man and will end up in the Highlander bench. We got less than 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Moncton High, they've been playing good as of late, scoring 3 unanswered, but Bernice MacNaughton tilting the momentum just a little bit in their favor. Harris, his shot, it's going to miss the net. Wood's going to find it near the Moncton High blue line. Lose possession of the puck. Can be chipped out. Here in a breakaway is Keenan. Thomas Keenan shooting and over the net. Now Harris recovers possession in his own corner. Flips it out. Glove down by Tran. Tran hovers around his own blue line, goes down to his ringette line, chips it over to Warner, who's going to backhand it in. Harris finds in the corner, behind the net. His pass out in front is deflected. Tried to set up Daigle for a one-timer. Here's Daigle recovering from his injury, has it back. Warner at the blue line, covering for Harris, shoots and blocked somewhere along the way, looked like by Tran. Warner still with it, going behind his net, pressure by Schwanier. Tried to put out in front, blocked by Constable. That pass off the back of Morrison. Tran poking off Daigle. Beal in his own zone. Well, no look, give one to Woods. He'll sauce one up for Bianni. Bianni trying to get a shot off, was pressured by Constable. Will reverse Tran as he goes into the corner. It'll be thrown up to the blue line. Cole nor Woods could end up with the puck. Woods receives a pass from Cole after they got in the neutral zone. Will clear it back behind the net for Ben Constable. Constable chucks it up, blocked by Gadet. Obey going to swat it out of midair in his own zone. Cleared around. Morrison hops over the puck to evade the too many men penalty. Bianni going up against Holston. They both hit each other and not go for the puck. Saunders sent up along the boards. Going to be kept in by Obey. Here's Cole shooting over the net. Again, he's close to his hat trick. Both Cole, Bianni, and Foster looking for their hat tricks. They each have 2 apiece. Tracy skates horizontally in the neutral zone. That pass from Murray slides off his stick. Gadet enters the zone. They flip it off the boards. Go behind the net. Obey trying to find it at his feet. Cleared on the boards. Cole puts it to the middle. Bianni misses pass. Man recovers with it. It goes through the legs of Murray. Goes through the legs of Saunders. Man gets it back. Backhand. Trying to get it on net. It goes just behind as we approach last minute of play here in the first period. That shot pass. Bianni trying to work his way in. Foster in the corner. Being pressured by Cole. Taken down to one leg. Cole drops his stick. Now being taken up by McDonald. McDonald skates in, toe drag, still with it, shoots it, just lifts it over the net, but will stay in play. Man couldn't get it past Vale, blocked off the pants. Vale pass to the middle, Harris. Defenseman Campbell Harris skates in, waits, and passes into the skates of Foster. Harris behind the net. Ref in the way a little bit. McCluskey going up to the blue line, reverses Goulet, did not get him knocked down. Foster skates out of his own zone, cuts to the middle. Foster coast to coast, shooting, saved by a Bear. We've seen this happen numerous times from Leo Foster. Seen this a lot from Leo Foster. He finds the puck in his own end, skates all the way up, usually cuts to the middle and into the offensive zone and takes the shot. Not successful at times, but he has 2 goals doing that. Constable sends it along the boards. Duguay stepped into the near boards. Couldn't step by Harris. Schwanier in the corner, throwing it out in front. That one goes through the crease. Constable goes down about to the ringette line. Skates up towards the blue line. Schwanier poked it to the middle. Gillis finding the puck. Curvin going to play that off for Vale. Vale hits the brakes, and that is the end of the period. A very successful second period for the Knights. It's 6-3. Moncton High after 2. Stick around for the intermission. You'll be seeing tons of highlights prior from this game. And we'll be back shortly for third period of action of Moncton High and Bernice MacNaughton. And after the second, thanks to the 43 currently watching live, Purple Knights 6, Bernice MacNaughton 3 after 2. This is Moncton High Sports, brought to you by Maritime Stream Team. She's trying to clear it. Gets by Foster. Could be a 2-on-1 early for the Knights. Baiani and Cole. Baiani fans on his pass. The blue line skates over the center ice dot. Now it's along the right, trying to cut to the middle, being slashed by Foster. He walks in. Good pass. Getting shoved by McCluskey. Now going back. Pass from Godet to McCluskey. Trying to get in his way was Baiani. McCluskey drop pass. The shot is just over the net. Woods gonna go up against Duguay. Woods pokes it by him just out of the Moncton High corner. Baiani lays up solid dangling, almost brought out by Tracy. Back in, odd man rush. Miller over to McDonald. Shooting, saved by Hebert. Puck's loose out in front. Taken through the legs of Constable. And man, he's going to try a shot. That one again saved by Hebert. Down and go crashing into the board. Chouanier almost hit by Goulet. Foster sharp angle shot. It's loose. It's right there. It's on the net. Bay tries to hit McDonald, trying to take it out as Baiani. McDonald still with it. Top of the circle, trying to get it back door. Miller, backhander, saved by Hebert for McDonald. He still gets supported by Tracy. Man, sharp angle shot, save. The rebound goes up to the ring out line. Holston tries another shot. That occurred early in this game. Not much offense too far to say for the Purple Knights. McCluskey wins the draw, makes the move around. Woods, he shoots. Snatches it from Curvin. Harris finds the puck with only one glove. Penalty going to be called against the Highlanders. Behind that, leaves it off for Tracy. He'll continue that way along the far boards. Escapes his own zone. Still with it through center. In the offensive zone, making a move and is after a rough game played last night against LJR. Baiani walks in, shoots, saved by Louis. Where's the puck? Defensive zone, sauce pass up. Baiani and Cole, 2-on-1. Let's try it again. Baiani, Cole scores. He sauces one over to McCluskey. McDonald rather with the puck walking his way in up to the blue line. Man shooting, pad save by Hebert into the corner. McDonald trying to throw back out in front. Beal takes it. It's Curvin rather that sends it to Tracy. Sharp angle shot, pad save, rebound. Where is it? It's gonna be kicked out and taken by Saunders out of the zone. Trying to put that in front of Vale. It could be a 2-on for the Highlanders going back the other way. Constable with Saunders. Constable in the near board trying to get that back to Saunders. And blocked off the legs of Harris. Tracy fending off McCluskey, drops it to Vale, goes to Baiani, shooting, score! Half of the third, walking in. Chouanier trying to get a shot off. It's left for, I believe that was Duguay with a shot. Colliding against Daigle was Keenan, and going back the other way. The Highlanders shoot, score! Through Miller. Over to Curvin. Curvin firing. Saved by Louis. He finds the rebound. Tries to put it behind. And then a stop by Foster. He worked out of the zone slowly. In center, Iceas makes a move around Tracy. Foster shooting off the cross. Ends up going to, I believe that's Woods in the defensive zone. Obe passes the middle. The Highlanders coming in. Miller's lost his. Pinning up Warner. McDonald throws it over in the corner. Tracy in the middle. One-timer. Cole. Block. The two number 11s going up to hit each other. Gillis and Saunders. Behind the net, Vale. Hit by Saunders. Up the blue line. Cuts in. Now trying to cut around Cole. In the far corner. Man out in front. The shot. Duguay. Corner. Flips it up against the boards. But the pinching defenseman, Leo Foster, comes up. In. Shooting. Saved by Hebert. And in the skates of Godet. Constable. Out of his own zone to Saunders. Saunders fires, blocked by Goulet. Another shot, gloved. Seeing he's got time, has to shoot it quickly, puts it to the front. Between the legs, Tracy. Tracy trying to clear it. Gets by Foster. Could be a 2-on-1 early for the Knights. Baiani and Cole. Baiani fans on his pass. The blue line skates over the center ice dot. Now it's along the right, trying to cut to the middle, being slashed by Foster. He walks in. Good pass. Getting shoved by McCluskey. Now going back. Pass from Godet to McCluskey. Trying to get in his way was Baiani. McCluskey drop pass. The shot is just over the net. Woods gonna go up against Duguay. Woods pokes it by him just out of the Moncton high corner. Baiani lays up solid, dangling, almost brought out by Tracy. Back in, odd man rush. Miller over to MacDonald. Shooting, saved by Hebert. Puck's loose out in front. Taking through the length of Constable. And the man, he's gonna try a shot. That one again saved by Hebert. Down and go crashing into the board. Chouanier almost hit by Goulet. Foster sharp angle shot. It's loose. It's right there. It's on the net. Bay tries to hit MacDonald. Trying to take it out as Baiani. MacDonald still with it. Top of the circle. Trying to get it back door. Miller backhander saved by Hebert for MacDonald. He still gets the boards by Tracy. Man, sharp angle shot. Save. The rebound goes up to the ringette line. Holston tries another shot. That occurred early in this game. Not much offense too far to say for the Purple Knights. McCluskey wins the draw. Makes the move around. Woods, he shoots. Snatches it from Curvin. Harris finds the puck with only one glove. Penalty going to be called against the Highlanders. Behind that, leaves it off for Tracy. He'll continue that way along the far boards. Escapes his own zone. Still with it through center. In the offensive zone, making a move and is after a rough game played last night against LJR. Baiani walks in, shoots, saved by Louis. Where's the puck? Defensive zone, sauce pass up. Baiani and Cole, 2-on-1. Let's try it again. Baiani, Cole scores. He sauces one over to McCluskey. That's MacDonald rather with the puck walking his way in. Up to the blue line, man shooting. Pad save by Hebert. Into the corner, MacDonald trying to throw back out in front. Beal takes it. It's Curvin rather that sends it to Tracy. Sharp angle shot, pad save, rebound. Where is it? It's going to be kicked out and taken by Saunders out of the zone. Trying to put that in front of Vale. It could be a 2-on for the Highlanders going back the other way. Constable with Saunders. Constable in the near board trying to get that back to Saunders. Back to Saunders. And blocked off the legs of Harris. Tracy fending off McCluskey. Drops it to Vale. Goes to Baiani. Shooting. Score! Half of the third. Walking in. Chouanier trying to get a shot off. It's left for, I believe that was Duguay with a shot. Colliding against Daigle was Keenan. And going back the other way. The Highlanders shoot and score! Through Miller. Over to Curvin. Curvin firing. Saved by Louis. He finds the rebound. Tries to put it behind. On net is stopped by Foster. He worked out of the zone slowly. In center ice he is. Makes a move around Tracy. Foster shooting off the cross. Ends up going to, I believe that's Woods in the defensive zone. Obe pass in the middle. The Highlanders coming in. Miller's lost his. Pinning up Warner. MacDonald throws it over in the corner. Tracy to the middle. One-timer. Cole. Block. The two number 11s going up to hit each other. Gillis and Saunders. Behind the net, Vale. Hit by Saunders. Up at the blue line. Cuts in. Now trying to cut around Cole. In the far corner. Man out in front. The shot. Duguay hit the corner. Flips it up against the boards, but the pinching defenseman, Leo Foster, comes up in, shooting, saved by Hebert. And in the skates of Godet. Constable out of his own zone to Saunders. Saunders fires, blocked by Goulet. Another shot, gloved. Seeing he's got time, has to shoot it quickly, puts it to the front, between the legs, Tracy. And here we go, third period action. Purple Knights up by a score of 6-3. And here we go, face off is done. McCluskey takes the winning draw. Cole quickly steals it from him, right behind him, bunch of puddles on the ice. Zamboni doing a really good job here. Tracy finding it in the corner, moving it up towards the blue line. Again, gets stopped in a puddle, working back up. Another puddle stops the puck from Saunders. Saunders going to pass it up off the legs of Goulet. Holston finds the puck, tries to put it to the middle. Cole finds it near the Bernice MacNaughton bench, trying to cut to the middle. Poked off, it's to be swatted over to Obey. Obey cross ice over to Goulet. Goulet trying to find it in his feet. Puck is stopped in a puddle. And trying to make a nice move is Biani before he's hit. Goulet skating up, being whacked by Saunders. Gets through Holston with ease. Saunders behind the net. Sends it over to McCluskey on the opposite side. Back to where it came from. Gaudette puts it to the middle. Only one there is Biani. He loses it in a puddle once more. Being brought back up by Foster. Foster gets poked off the puck, turns around, loses it in a puddle. Vale walks in all alone. May have been a hook. He had just stopped playing there for a sec. Behind the net, Foster tried to pass it up to Mann. Woods in his own defensive zone, loses it in a puddle, almost a giveaway, then puts it out in the middle for Vale. Back, trying to get that to Woods. It was taken by Curvin. Can be cleared all the way down the ice, and icing coming against Moncton High. 18:25 left to go in the third period. And the number one obstacle for both teams are the puddles left on the ice multiple occasions. A player had been skating up with it, then had just stopped and had been pickpocketed and taken the other way. Face off won by the Highlanders. Constable shooting into the glove of a Bear. And here we go, another face-off, won by Miller. Man, trying to shoot it, just slid off his stick. Woods puts it behind the net. Vale trying to get around McDonald. Puck's now pinned up against the boards. Harris trying to find it in the corner. Stopped again in a puddle. Gillis, his backhand blocked by Miller. Miller works his way in. Got stopped in another puddle once more. Miller trying to get it through it. Keeps getting stopped. And taken out by Curvin. Tran sends it across, trying to get that to Mann, but was behind him. Now he picks it up from the pass from Miller. Mann into the zone, shooting. Where is it? The Bear doesn't know where it is. It's on the side of the net. Purple Knights defense trying to take it out. Constable shooting, saved, and the rebound taken out by Harris. That pass for Warner, who almost got a suicide pass. Tran being potentially hooked by Beal. Now walking in is Mann. Did a nice little toe drag, but lost the puck in the process. Harris saw the pass in the middle. Constable receives the misplaced pass and sends it over to Mann, who backhands it into the zone. Purple Knights recover possession. Warner passed over to the middle, trying to get that to Daigle. Beal sent to Daigle and intercepted by Schwanier. Daigle puts it behind him. Beal slides out in the center. Taken back in by Holston. Murray finds it in the corner. In the far corner, Murray waits, emerges out of the zone before he's hit dangerously by Schwanier. And going after him with not much aggression looked to be Lucas Obey. And Murray is down. And does not look like he's getting up anytime soon. Still down, calling for help. And Edward Schwanier to the box. Gonna get 2 minutes. I believe it's cross-checking the call. And getting up is Brennan Murray. Thankfully going to the bench. Doesn't seem to need help. We're going to have another look at it. Definitely a dangerous hit from behind. Murray was about 4 feet from the board, so he got hit and pretty much landed on it. So a Purple Knights power play coming up. A bear over to Harris. He sends that for Vale here on the near board. Skates down into the left face-off circle, then skates out. Here in center is Vale. This way he poked off. Breakaway. Owen McCluskey into his backhand. Scores! And the Highlanders needed that. It's Owen McCluskey shorthanded. Poking it off of George Vale, steps into the zone, it goes to the backhand, and that is enough to fake out a bear. It's going to be 6-4 now. Purple Knights still in the power play for 1:35. Well, the Highlanders still shorthanded. McCluskey tried to put it down deep into the zone. It's taken up by Tracy. Here's a 3-on-2 coming up from Moncton High. Tracy steps in, is poked. Trailers Harris. Puck's going to go out to center. He's going to send it to the opposite side where no Highlanders are present. Harris, without a net guard, proceeded to play the puck, not knowing it was off. Pass sent to the middle out of the reach of Tracy. Go back to the blue line. McCluskey trying to take it out. It was pickpocketed by Vale. He sends that one down to Tracy. Across, one-timer attempt from Bayani, and he fanned on his shot. It was deflected by, I believe it was Duguay. There's a shot that misses the net from the blue line from Obey. Tracy skates up towards the blue line, over to Obey. Obey in the far boards, sent down. Bayani trying to escape Tran. Bayani successfully does. Back up to Obey. Tracy sees the lane, unloads and shoots off the mask. And trying to be backhanded out, kept in by Obey. That goes over to Tracy. Tracy trying to make a nice move. It's taken by Duguay. Another breakaway for the Highlanders. Duguay is shooting. Clutch save from a bear. That's the second breakaway given up by Moncton High on this same 2-minute power play. And this time it's Jacob Duguay who had found the puck in his own zone, went all the way down and ended up shooting it into the chest of a bear, keeping this game at 6-4. Purple Knights only have 4 players on the ice. So coming in is Joey Goulet. Dago going to be kicked out of the draw. Taking his place was Curvin. Sent around, it hits the side of the net. Man was quick to pounce on the puck there. Taken by Goulet. That pass to Daigle. Missed. We'll go to Foster. We'll clear it down. Harris sends that one over, and Harris reverses man. Then he goes into the post. That was all behind the play. Water bottle in the crease. It was Nate Mann going against Campbell Harris for the puck. See if we can see it here. A big reverse hit from Harris on Mann, and he goes flying into the post. And you can hear Campbell Harris chirping. Heard some lines of watch out for the net 28. Still 4 seconds left on the power play. Moncton will have a defensive zone draw. Goulet will find it in the corner. Power play now expired. It will go to the side of the net, behind the net. It's eventually freed up for Goulet. He has time and space. Going to carry it out himself. Backhand that. Trying to get that over to Gillis. Then a pass, saucer pass from Foster to Mann. Pressured by Goulet. Mann to the side of the net. Now going behind the net. Rims it back to where he just came from. Miller. Blue line for Foster. Foster shoots. That one's blocked. Foster then finds it again. See, it's all the way back to his defensive zone while being shoved by Curvin, who had just blocked his shot. Gillis deflects a pass to the middle, taken by Curvin. Curvin into the zone. He's quickly poke-checked by Holston. MacDonald ran that along the boards. Obey in his own zone. Easton Woods going to slip and fall. Now bring it into the zone is MacDonald, and he's going to be tripped up. And Bernice MacNaughton now to the power play. So Ethan Curvin, he's going to get 2 minutes for a trip at 13:53. And Tracy here to take the draw. He wins it against Godet. Gonna be rimmed around the boards by Woods. Foster successfully keeps him in the zone, and then Cole coming in very quick to bring it out in the center ice. A misplaced pass by Saunders goes all the way back down to the Purple Knights end. Obey trying to get around Schwanier. Cleared out of the zone. Tracy trying to get around Saunders. If he had, that would have been a for sure breakaway. Cole in the offensive zone. Going to try a shot that misses the net. So far, it seemed to be the team shorthanded, getting more chances than the actual team on the power play. Foster steps in, probably going to shoot like he has. Cuts to the middle. Pass over to Schwanier. Backhanders just missing the side of the net. There's a sharp angle shot that goes behind the net. Schwanier, that pass for Godet. Godet for Foster up at the blue line. Godet finds it about the ringette line. Goes down low. Sharp angle shot. It's behind the net. The Bear doesn't know where it is. Going behind is Saunders into the corner. Murders up to the point. That pass deflected by Bayani. Will this puck get out of the zone? No, it won't. Godet. Schwanier. He's wide open. Hesitates and shoots. Pad save by a Bear who is stickless. Godet finding it. Obey giving round a Bear his stick. There's a misplaced pass in between the legs of Saunders. He gets it back. Saunders steps in. Shoots, missing the net. Cole going to try to get to the puck first. Try to chip it out. It will get out of the zone. This will give time for the Permanents to make some changes. Stretch pass and then for Bayani. Missing, but will not go for icing. Moncton High still in the penalty kill. Godet sent around the boards for Foster. Foster hits the brakes, curls back the other way. Sends that over to Schwanier, who deflects that to MacDonald. Just 13 seconds left on the power play. MacDonald. Saucer pass. What a play. Going to McCluskey, who backhanded it on net. They score! There it is, his second of the game after a perfect chance. Owen McCluskey now brings us to a one-goal game. He had received a perfect backhand pass that was saved by a Bear. Turns around, gets the puck just above the red line. And just missing it there, he put it through his 5-hole. Purple Knights now only up by a score of 6-5. Backhander out in front. Hits off the skate of Constable. The Bernice MacNaughton Highlanders now clear the zone. Miller walking out with speed, poked by Tracy. Picked up by Constable. Not shooting, leaving that off for MacDonald. Near the blue line, puts it down in the corner. Harris being pressured by Mann. Mann now loses the puck to Harris. Cole skating up with speed. Harris sees him perfectly. Cole trying to find his way to the middle, but taken away by Constable as he tried to windmill Deke. Clearing out of the zone, MacDonald. One-touch pass for Tran. Tried to get that over to the middle for Miller, but intercepted by Tracy. Harris finds the puck once more. Tried to pass it to Bayani. Was making a line change. Tran pass to Constable. He'll leave that up for Miller. Clear into the zone. Goulet behind the net, takes it on his backhand, tries to flip it out, blocked by Mann's shin pads. Then Goulet trying to lane to hit on MacDonald. He rimmed it around the boards. MacDonald and Mann both battling for it. MacDonald now finds the puck in the corner. Gillis also there as well. Goulet trying to lay the body once more. Obey, that pass netted for Gillis is outside the zone. Constable will fire it with aggression along the boards. Taking it around the net is Goulet. Pass for Curvin. Breakout pass right to the middle, just out of the reach of Gillis. He'll find it as it banks off the boards. Gillis into the zone, getting around Holston in the corner. Keenan, he finds it in the opposite corner, puts it back to the far corner. Gillis battling with Schwanier, lifts his stick, pass out to center ice is taken by Keenan. He whiffs on his pass. Vale takes it, curls around his backhand, stops still with the puck. Almost poked off by Schwanier. And a loose puck to be taken up by Thomas Keenan. Woods, pucks in his skates, puts it right back in a pile, right near the Purple Knights bench. A Highlander and Schwanier getting tossed around and potentially had gotten his stick up high. Will be cleared all the way down, not go for an icing. We're midway through the third period. The Highlanders have gone 2 goals and have gotten the momentum on their side. Now walking in is Foster. Foster goes around the net, wraparound attempts, saved and turned away by a bear. Cleared at the blue line, Morrison, he's going to have a shot. That one's blocked and deflected multiple times by the Purple Knights. They fail to clear the zone. Foster shoots, it's saved by a bear. Purple Knights clear the zone. Godet backhanded it into the middle. Saunders and his feet taken by McCluskey. Shooting, save, and the rebound is taken away by Harris. Harris sauce pass to Bianni. This poked off by Constable. Sees Harris. Harris steps in along the left, tries to seek that top corner and shoots it over the net. And will go all the way back down to the Purple Knight zone. Goulet. Pass avoided by Tracy. That'll hit Bianni. Kicks out into the middle. Here's Cole. Reed Cole. That pass trying to go to Bianni is intercepted by Constable. Constable being stick lifted by Bianni as he leaves the zone. Being shot out by Tracy. Loose puck. Constable just going to take it right from Bianni, who then went for a chain slap shot into the glove of a bear. He'll flip it out into the corner. Obey. Clears that around for Woods. Still no word on Brendan Murray. Haven't seen him since he had gotten hurt earlier in this period. Godet. Cross ice over for Constable. Trying to flip it out. He does get into center ice. Woods. Banked off the boards for Tracy, who was going for a change. The Highlanders take it back in the zone. Saunders stops. Leaves it for Godet. Shooting. That one missing the net and hitting the boards. MacDonald with the shot along the ice. That's also going to miss the net. Foster keeping it in the zone. Backhander, backdoor. Between the legs. Little backhand touch was MacDonald, but couldn't hit the net. Goes to the blue line. Holston winds up and whiffs on his shot. Now skating up with speed is Gillis. Trying to make a move and taken by Holston. Banking it off the boards. MacDonald finds it, puts it in the middle for Mann. Nate Mann skating in, shooting, and hits the post. Miller, ringette line, shooting, deflected, wide, behind the net. Harris trying to go up against MacDonald. He'll send it along the boards. Warner trying to out-muscle. There's a shot from Foster, blocker save. Almost his hat trick, and almost to tie the game up. Warner goes just across the red line and clears it into the zone. Holston gonna miss the puck. Beal. Face goes down to the corner. Warner's hit off the puck in front. Goulet at the blue line. His shot is deflected and taken away. Beal gonna have another try. It's blocked and deflected wide. Miller flipped high. This one will be kept in by Goulet, who had a good sight on it. But that's Harris rather. Harris to the middle. Shooting save. Highlanders try to clear. They will. A perfect clearance over right to Mann, but Harris going to take possession as Mann needed a change. He's going to shoot it in behind the net. Puck's going to take a weird bounce and go to Daigle. Daigle skates up, sees Harris. Harris has time to the middle, trying to get that over to Bianni. Constable now clearing the zone. That pass for Keenan. Keenan, who he's had multiple good chances here this game, just none of them have gone to the back of the net. Cole skates into the zone along the left, shoots by, and he scores! The shot from Reed Cole was going wide, and Bianni tips it perfectly to get it past Mason Louis, and that's going to make it a 7-5 game in favor of Moncton High. So that's going to be Bianni's hat trick. That'll be his 7th of the season. With 6:04 left, the Purple Knights in this barn burner are up by a score of 7-5, and walking in quickly is Cole. Cole backhander. Missing the net. Bianni sends it behind the net. Cole up to Obe. One-timer. Pad saved by Louis. Woods received it just above the ring-out line. This down behind the net. Cole trying to backhand that out in front. Was deflected. The Highlanders go back quickly the other way. Here's Schwanier throwing out in front, blocked away by Obe. A great defensive play. Keenan would have had an easy goal backdoor. Pass right in front, attempted by Schwanier. A bear deflects it back to him. Tracy, the pass, blocked by Rand, who was on one knee. Keenan trying to step into the zone. Puck's hovering along the blue line. Curvin now know he has more time as the Highlanders were offside. Come down to the final 5. Curvin receives a pass back from Obe. Tries to find Gillis in the middle, who deflected into the Highlanders zone. Gillis trying to put out in front. Permanents were making them changes. Now getting at the point. Vale. Shot saved and blocked. Puck's going to go just over the Bernice blue line. Now be taken out by Gaudette. Gaudette moving it on Vale. In the corner. Hits the brakes. Now putting it back down behind the net is Saunders. Trying to get to Gaudette. Taken by Harris. Harris going to try to send that up to Gillis. Going to block it with his feet. Now taking it out is George Vale. Stepping into the zone. Foster's going to go for a hit. Puck's going to go behind the net. Taking it behind the net is Constable. Making a nice move to get past Vale. Then it's slashed off by Gillis. Constable still with it. Leaves it off for McCluskey. McCluskey through the legs. Shooting save by a bear. Again, he's close to his hat trick. Multiple 2-goal games so far. Vale going to clear it into the zone, but going to be blocked. Foster now with the quicker zone entrance that it could have been. Deflected by McCluskey and behind the net. He's going to approach slowly whilst Harris skates around his net. Pass to Bayani, poked off by Saunders. Loose puck taken. There's a shot from Mann that was blocked and sent over into the corner. Woods extended stick, touching it, trying to get out of the zone. Cole pass to Bayani on a breakaway. Zach Bayani shoots, scores. He's having a good game. Why not make it 4 goals? A beautiful stretch pass from Reed Cole. Finds Zach Bayani in alone behind the defense. And that's going to get him his 4th goal of the game to make it 8-5. And the Purple Knights get 2 goals quickly, getting it back to a 3-goal deficit. Holston over to Foster. Foster pass up to Mann. Mann steps in, loses possession. Gets it back, puts it behind the net for Miller. Miller trying to sauce it out in front between the legs of Obe. Holston with the shot blocker saved by a bear. Cleared around McDonald. Tracy puts it behind the net. McDonald finding it back around the hash marks. Sent down into the corner. Big hit in the corner on McDonald. Purple Knights going to head to the penalty kill. There's another big hit from Bayani. Holston cross-ice pass. Sending it back to the blue line. There's a shot saved by a bear and will go way up in the atmosphere. So it's me a boarding call. Only 2 minutes for boarding here against Max Tracy. A vital penalty killer for Moncton High. And it doesn't really look like boarding here, but looking like McDonald had turned around last second. But regardless, Purple Knights to the penalty kill with 3:10 left, up by a score of 8-3. Constable. Pass down to McDonald, back to Constable. Walks the line, backdoor shot. And Miller did not get all of that one-timer and just missing the net. Draven Miller still with it. Missed his pass and will have to go out of the zone. Constable still with it. Back to Miller. In his own zone. Stretch past Constable. Up in against Woods. Skates by him. Constable backhand. What a save from a bear. Puck's now behind the net. Kervin trying to clear it out. Going to be blocked by McDonald at the ring-out line. McDonald skates along the ring-out line. His shot. Another save from a bear. There was Constable breaking in Makes a nice play to get by Woods and was pretty much all alone. And Rylan Abair shows him his left pad. Two and a half minutes to go. Miller off the face-off win. Taken by Cole. He's going to stumble. Could have had a one-on-one chance, maybe even a breakaway. Bryony trying to find it to the side of the net. Some great penalty killing coming here from the Purple Knights. Miller pass to the middle. Trying to get that over to Constable. Now with Harris. Harris clearly not panicking, working his way up whilst being pressured by Constable. Backhander. 3 Purple Knights are down low on a penalty kill. It's going to be hit up above the net. Purple Knights now have to get back quickly. Reed Cole falls to the ground, and we're going to have a penalty coming up against Bernice MacNaughton. That's going to be a hook coming up against Ben Constable, so we'll have a 4-on-4 for 45 seconds. Constable having a conversation with Tracy. So we're going to have 45 seconds of a 4-on-4. And then we'll end the game off with a Moncton High power play. Bernice MacNaughton going to win the draw. Foster passes that to the middle. Making his way out was Morrison. Flipped it into the corner. Harris. Opposite corner for Goulet. Goulet waits. Stretch pass out of the reach of Cole and will go down for an icing against Moncton High. So as we get down to the last minute and a half, we'd like to remind you next stream on the Moncton High Sports YouTube channel is going to be 8:15 this Saturday, taking on the Tantramar Titans. And before that, Saturday afternoon, go visit the Maritime Stream Team channel. The Dieppe Flyers are taking on the Southern Rangers at home at the Uniplex, 2 o'clock on the Maritime Stream Team YouTube channel, live streamed by the same people you're seeing here. Harris behind his net. Sends it across the boards. Holston sends it back to Harris. Flipped out of the zone. Bryony and Cole could be a 2-on-1. Bryony can't get clean possession of the puck. Back checking is Holston. Bryony trying to go cross crease and blocked by the sliding Leo Foster. Highlanders go back 2-on-2 the opposite way. 4-on-4 is now over. It's now time for a Moncton High power play for about a minute and 11. Harris behind the net. Holding a man that's sending him to the ground. Looking like two of them could have just been tied up. Warner passes that to Tracy. Tracy skates in, makes a nice move around Tran. Backhand, stopped by the blocker of Louis. Schwanier behind the net, trying to flip it out. Blocked by the skates of Daigle. Daigle behind the net, almost sandwiched. Daigle still with it out in front. Pass just out of the reach of Warner. Harris, he's going to have a shot backdoor. Tracy, they score. So Tracy gets the 9th Moncton High School goal of the game. And that will make it 9-5, and this goal fest it has been. Recapping the goals for Bernice MacNaughton. Leo Foster scored the first 2, followed by Miller, and then 2 goals from Owen McCluskey. And for Moncton High, Reed Cole started with the first 2, and Bryony, Beal, then Bryony. Then Tracy joined in. Bryony got 2 in a row for 4 goals in the game, and there was Tracy with the 9th goal of the game for Moncton High as we approach the last 20 seconds. Flipped high in the air over McCluskey. Gadet steps into the zone. Obey, it looked like he went for a body check. It's now out in the center ice. Tran will bank it along the boards for Woods. Woods finds it behind his net. The last 10 seconds might just keep it. He'll throw it along the boards for Beal. Beal going to put it back for Woods. And that is the game. Your final score from the Moncton Coliseum. Moncton High School Purple Knights 9, Bernice MacNaughton Highlanders 5. Purple Knights giving a little taunt to the opposing team. And that is going to be Moncton High School's first win here in the regular season of NBIA hockey in the Eastern Conference. a offensive game for sure, to say the least. It had gone back and forth all the way to the end, and Moncton High just got a couple goals. There's a goalie hug there from a Baron sock. Next game, Moncton High Sports YouTube channel, 8:15 Sunday night, K Arena versus the Tantramar Titans. And Maritime Stream Team, 2 o'clock Saturday, Dieppe Flyers, Southern Rangers.